Subscribe the channel for latest updates. Press the bell icon. Get ready for the dictation. At the count of 3, 2, 1, start. The coming local body elections in Jammu and Kashmir could be an opportunity to open a new political dialogue in the Union territory, particularly on the question of restoring its statehood. In the first democratic exercise since the center revoked J&K's special status and reorganized it into two UTs in August 2019, Panchayati Raj elections are scheduled over 8 phases beginning November 28th. For the first time, this part of India will have the entire 73rd constitutional amendment coming into operation. In October, the UT administration amended the Panchayati Raj Act providing for district development councils DDC in each district and establishing the three-tier PR structure. Alongside the election of 280 DDC members by elections for around 12,000 panchayat seats and over 230 urban body seats will also take place. Peaceful participatory election in a troubled region can be the most forceful demonstration of the resilience of Indian democracy. It is for this reason that elections are a target for those who believe that only violence can achieve popular aspirations in Kashmir. For JEM militants who were planning a terror attack in the valley to disrupt the elections and so chaos were neutralized last week. A violence free election is necessary but not sufficient for a vibrant democracy. The BJP's strident political posturing, portraying all its political opponents as anti national and separatist, might be electorally useful for it in the Jammu region but is harmful for the national integration that it professes. When such statements come from the Home Minister of India, it is even more counterproductive. Choices before the people of J&K must not be framed as a binary of macabre violence of Islamist separatism and dehumanizing submission of their cultural identity to authoritarian ultra-nationalism. There are other viable possibilities for J&K's progressive, respectful and accommodative association with the rest of India which preserve national integrity and honor the region's identity. A coalition of regional parties including the PDP and the National Conference once the BJP's allies and the CPI-M under the banner of People's Alliance for Gupkar Declaration has made the restoration of J&K's special status and its statehood central to its politics. The alliance leaders have complained about restrictions on their campaigning. The Congress, which was in touch with the alliance earlier, has now snapped its ties with it. The government must encourage the widest voter participation. The clearest route to this being through an unrestrained and free-wheeling campaign that mobilizes and expresses the whole range of public opinion. All that might be said would not be acceptable or desirable. But meaningful dialogue is essential and elections are the best way to open up peaceful possibilities.